Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about Google's recent statements on AI generated content. So we can see here Wednesday, February 8th, 2023, they released this document on their guidance about AI generated content. Now, what does Google think about AI? Should you be using AI in your content strategy and in your content creation process, or is that going to get your website demolished on Google? These are great questions, and in this time of ChatGPT, Gemini Ultra, and all these different AIs, there's no better question for your content strategy and your overall SEO strategy. And so right off the bat, we can see that Google is rewarding high quality content however it is produced. This is their current statements on AI. They are okay with you using it as long as it contributes to the end user. Since the recent release in trials of Google's internal documents, we have seen that Google relies heavily on end user data. And so when they say they don't really care about AI, what they're saying is that as long as the data is there and the users are engaging with the content, so they're spending time on the website, they seem to be reading it, then AI content is totally okay. Google doesn't even read documents. They're simply looking at, are all the primary topics there? Is the structure of the writing correct? Does it sound like it's written by an expert? And are the user engagement signals there? And are backlinks coming into that article? Those are the primary factors that are coming into a single document, single page of content to make it rank. So it says that it's rewarding high quality content however it's produced, as long as it continues with EEAT. And we'll talk about how to establish your writing with EEAT in mind, which is expertise, experience, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. This is a concept Google has been using for years. It's extremely important. It's essentially, think about a doctor. You want your content to be written by someone that's qualified and for it to sound professional and for it to be reliable. So who is the content written by? And who is it written for? You're not going to trust your neighbor Joe, but you might trust a certified doctor, from an elite college more than your neighbor Joe. This is what Google tries to do with their search engine. Now, whether that's true is up for debate and a lot of experimentation. Essentially, Google can't tell who is writing the content. They can do little things, like if you have an author bio, they can try to scroll that. They can try to link that to your LinkedIn page. And so you should have all of that on your website to establish EAT. But really, they're just looking at who is the person behind the content, just the name in that author bio, and how is the writing structured so that it looks like an expert is writing it. All of this is still can be done with AI. And so they don't care how it's produced as long as it's high quality content. And now they go on to talk about their helpful content system. This is essentially what I'm talking about. So EAT, helpful content system, these are just other words for this document that was released to the public that's really about three things. It's about what the document says about itself, the body of the content. This is what our SEOs call on-page SEO. And so on-page SEO are your heading tags. It's your title tag, your meta description. And it's making sure that all of those pieces of on-page title, so those content pieces, have the right entities and keywords that establish authority for the document. So Google is just extracting keywords. It's looking at these different words that, they know are huge for that topic. And it wants to see those in your heading tags. It wants to see it in your title. It wants to see you talk about them a certain amount of times so you can establish relevance in the document. Next, they want anchors. Now, what they mean by this is backlinks. So what does the World Wide Web talk about your document? So when the web crawler is crawling all of this different links, when they get to your website, what was that link that they came from? Was it from Forbes saying something good about your website? Or was it from your neighbor Joe saying, hey, my neighbor just released a website, check it out, And so these backlinks and off-page SEO, so this different ways that the World Wide Web is talking about your website is extremely important. This is why we do link building, and this is why we're a strong believer in link building, and we've seen it cause crazy results. Now, this third one is what is kind of crazy. User interactions, what users say about the document. What this means is really just clicks, time on site, dwell time, bounce rate. These are kind of metrics that Google Analytics have been giving us to see how well somebody is engaging with a given page. And so it kind of comes down to user engagement and traffic. And so as long as you're providing content that gets engagement, then you're totally fine. As long as you have engaging content, Google could care less whether it's AI. And with how powerful AI is becoming, as long as you're getting a human to review that content and you're thinking about the SERPs and how to provide value to Google with using human-assisted AI content or AI-assisted content, and you're totally fine. Now, if we go through this document, we can also see that automation can help provide interesting results for Google. One of the examples they gave is weather forecasting. So this isn't AI, but this is automation. So they're crawling this data and getting it for every location. So the Weather Channel is not creating this content. They don't have somebody sitting down and transcribing the weather forecast for Savannah, Georgia in this case. This is just programs that constantly update this page. They create 1 million pages for every location. So if we wanted to look at Chicago, you've seen this before. They're gonna rank here because it's useful information and the engagement rates on this article are high. And so if you're looking for some more guidance on how you can use AI to really increase your traffic on your website and your organic revenue and leads coming in, reach out to us below. Just give me some comments, give me a DM, anything like that. And I'll show you how our recent process to use human-assisted AI content is running very smoothly and getting great rankings. Now, here are some tips before I leave you. Use great images, use digital graphics. It's the same thing as YouTube. Thumbnails are critical. The editing is critical. And so this editing phase of the content, even if it is produced by AI, is so critical. And if you're interested, leave a comment. Do you want to see my process on how we are using AI content, how we're editing it, how we're adding images, and making it engaging for the user? If you're interested in that, comment below AI content, and we'll get that over to you. So I appreciate your time. Let me know what you think about this stance on AI content, as well as the recently leaked documents from Google. So I appreciate your time. Thank you, SEO pros. You have a good one. Bye.